Alright, so today we're going to talk about translating variable expressions, and you're going to have to turn to page R38 in your notebooks. There's a few things we've got to talk about first because there's some words on here that we haven't yet talked about, but you should be able to remember them from last year. So, first of all, translating. I mean, that's what you do for a foreign language, right? And I talk about it all the time. Math is a foreign language to most of us. So we're going to treat it like that. You have to translate these things into mathematics in order to understand it. A variable. Variable, you should remember from last year, could be any number. We represent any number with a letter, usually the letter X. Alright, so a variable is any number, and we use a letter to represent that. And then expression, you should remember, is a mathematical sentence that does not have an equal sign. So 4 plus 3 divided by 2, that is an expression. Alright, once you put the equal sign on there, it becomes an equation, which we're going to talk about in later videos. Alright, so here we go. We're on page R38. We're going to talk about translating verbal, which is words, into algebraic, which is numbers and symbols. Okay? So if you read the directions on the page that is on R38, it says you're going to underline the word that indicates the operation. So in this case, Jordan's age plus 6. I'm going to underline the word plus, because that indicates the operation is plus. Easy enough. And then it says to circle the word that represents the variable. Well, in this case, I don't know what number is Jordan's age. So I go ahead and circle that. So when you go to translate this into numbers, letters, and symbols, you say, alright, let's assign a letter for the number that we don't know. And in this case, it's the letter J. Alright, and then we're going to add 6. So we have now translated those words into algebra. Okay? If you look down below, there's an answer bank down below. So you should be able to see that J plus 6 is one of your answer choices down at the bottom. Once you use it, you can go ahead and cross it off. So real quick, I'm going to show you how to do the second one, and then you should be able to finish off the page. Alright, 6 years less than Ryan's age. We do not know what Ryan's age is, so I'm circling it. Less than means to subtract. But if you read in the directions above, the word then actually asks you to switch the order. We call that a turnaround word. Alright, we're going to talk more about that in class. But this means you're going to take Ryan's age, or R, and subtract 6 years. So if you look down below, the answer R minus 6 should be below. So that's translating the verbal to the algebraic. You should be able to then finish the rest of the page for homework. But, sneak peek, turn to page R40. And we're going to talk about turning the algebraic into a verbal expression. Okay? And it's really, really simple. If they give you a number, a symbol, and a letter, or letter, number, and symbol, you just have to replace the symbols and numbers with words. So we're going to take a number, N, a number, and the easiest one you could say here is plus 10, and you write the word 10. Okay? There's other things you could do. There's words that mean plus that we could use. We could say a number increased by 10. Or we could say 10 more than a number. Okay? All we're doing is taking the letters, symbols, and numbers that they gave us and writing words for them instead. So we are translating the numbers, letters, and symbols into words. Okay? So that's kind of a sneak peek. You could be able to go and finish R42 and maybe even R39, but let's see if anyone actually does that. Alright? So lots to do. We're going to be doing a lot of it in class too, so be prepared. Have R38 finished at the very least. And we'll see you next time.